What's up, guys? Wanted to make a video talking about instances where the claimant has passed away. This is a very common occurrence in the overage business, mostly because death is one of the leading causes of foreclosure. So it makes sense that you would see a lot of what I refer to as estate cases in the overage business, where basically you have to track down the heirs of the claimant or the prior homeowner. Okay, this can be very confusing and very technical sometimes, but it could also pay off in a big way. For example, I had a case that it was very difficult to first, I didn't even know the homeowner had died because there was no obituary for her. And so it was hard to track down anyone related to her because it was a female and she had married, and so her last name was different from all her siblings' names. And she didn't have an obituary and she didn't have any kids. And it was, anyway, a story for another day. But anyway, long story short, I ended up tracking down a niece of hers. And through the niece, found out that this lady had, it was like 7 or 8 siblings still living. And it was a $66,000 overage, and my cut was 30%, so it was a decent sized overage amount, a decent sized case, but it was a lot of work, and it was a lot of lessons learned. But going back to the original topic, you will run across this in this business where the claimant has passed away. And so it's important to know, one, your state intestacy laws, and also, kind of have a good understanding of what happens when somebody dies without a will. And that's one of the first things you need to establish too when you're working these cases is there a will? And if there is or isn't a will, that will determine how you will move forward, okay? And what laws will determine how to disperse the funds, the overage. Something that can help you too is to draw out what is called a family tree. If you've ever been involved in genealogy, you know what this is. If you don't know what a family tree is, then Google it. Or go to familysearch.com and you can type in your name and see your own family tree. It's kind of cool, actually. Highly recommend everyone do that. And there may not be a family tree. Somebody has to build it out for you. But anyway, there are a lot of people that do genealogy. They do research on, descendants and ancestors and stuff like that. Ancestry.com is a big website where you can do this type of research. But anyway, how does a family tree help you? A family tree can give you a picture. So like here's one I just wrote out today because we have a case right now we're working where homeowner passed away, house went to foreclosure or sheriff's sale actually, $90,000 in overage, homeowner had 8 children. So lots of heirs, but by drawing out this family tree, I was actually able to understand that all 8 of the children have also passed away. And so that now moves on to how many grandchildren are there. And there's not a lot of grandchildren. So this is a deal that on its face looks very complex and very complicated. But after digging deep into it and creating a family tree, now I know that there's only like 4 heirs we have to deal with. So it's still complicated, but we are in touch with one. Now we'll either get in touch with the other 3 and sign them up, or we'll submit a claim and send out notices and see if they respond. And that's going to be our play here on this one. So family trees can help you kind of dissect a potential deal and see if it's worth going after or if it's too complicated. So hopefully that helps. Use family trees to your advantage to get a big picture of the potential case you're going after. And don't be afraid of estate cases. They are complex, they are difficult, but they can also pay off handsomely. If you have an estate case where you've contacted an heir and they are interested in possibly moving forward, then let me know and maybe we can partner on that. It's probably not, ideal to go after estate cases for your very first deals because of how complex they can be, but they can be good money makers too. So that's a little tidbit on working files where the claimant has passed away. So hopefully that's helpful for you. I've seen some very large overages where the claimant is deceased. So I run across that a lot in this business. And it's just another skill that you have to learn. And that's just, it's just part of the game, So as you get more experienced and you learn more, then you'll know what to do with these types of cases. But if you don't, then you can refer them to someone that's done them and get a cut on the deal that way. A little bit of something is better than nothing, like I say. So that's it for today. Let me know your questions. If you want help as far as mentoring and coaching and learning how I do the business, again, you can check out my course, overagesyndicate.com, and get involved that way. And until the next video, we'll see you guys later. Peace.